Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Remember, if you don't already, to subscribe down below, give me a thumbs up on any videos that you're enjoying, and to follow me on my various social media, which I will link below. So, in a really shocking turn of events this week, we had a very surprise announcement from Ferrari that they have taken on Daniel Kvyat as their test driver and reserve driver. I don't think any of us saw that coming. That was... yeah, that was something. Props to Ferrari, props to you Ferrari for doing this, because in my opinion, I think most people know that I am a Kvyat fan. I was a massive Kvyat fan when he was still at Red Bull. But I think that them giving him the opportunity is fantastic. But that was one of the most surprising announcements that could really have come out of Ferrari this year, really. Yeah, I was really taken back by that. But I think that this is a good sign. I mean, it's a massive middle finger to Marco, which I think is brilliant, because we've all got to admit that the behaviour from Helmut Marko with his drivers and his lack of compassion, I know it's a sport and they're trying to get points, they're trying to get money and win and things like this, but you've got to take into account your driver's feelings sometimes. They're not just machines. So I thought that was a pretty good touch from Ferrari to coach the opposition, really. But I decided to have a quick look through who's with who this year, driver and reserve driver wise, and oh my god, I know it's coming up mid-January. And we've got like no reserve drivers. Heaven forbid something happens before, like on the run up to Australia, and they haven't pulled their finger out and decided who they're actually having as a reserve driver, because Jesus Christ, y'all are screwed. So Ferrari's off the table. Ferrari's got Kvyat. Props to them. Thank you for giving him another chance. Not quite props to you, because you have dropped my boy. And I feel for Antonio, and yeah, I'm a little bit hurt. But we've got to be positive, guys. Got to be positive. I'm going to tell you this because I'm going to cry if I don't. Anyway, so yeah, I had a look through. Ferrari's off the table. They've got Kvyat as a reserve driver. Obviously, they already signed Vettel and Raikkonen. So the likes of Mercedes, they've got Hamilton and Bottas. That's a given. They're in contract. We all know this. There's no one really bar Williams who's kind of left floundering, would be the only way to describe it. But Mercedes are to be confirmed with their reserve driver. I can't really see them having anyone other than the likes of George Russell as a reserve driver. I know they have Ocon, but obviously Ocon is contracted to Force India, so I can't see them having anyone other than George Russell to be the reserve driver. And personally, I will be all for that. I am all for having George Russell as Mercedes reserve driver. I know I'm not a Mercedes fan, but I do like George Russell. I think he is a mega talent, and I think he's one definitely to watch in the future. So Mercedes are to be confirmed. My money, George Russell. Ferrari, we've done Ferrari. Move on. Red Bull. I'm going to put them with Toro Rosso here. Red Bull and Toro Rosso, neither have a confirmed reserve driver. Obviously they have their confirmed drivers after the whole Toro Rosso like little merry-go-round of drivers last year. So neither of them have a confirmed reserve driver. Pierre Gasly was obviously the reserve driver for both Toro Rosso and Red Bull last year, but taking him out of the equation as now a signed F1 driver, yeah, once again, y'all are screwed. If you look at the Red Bull Academy, is it Academy? Red Bull Juniors? Are they juniors? Is it Renault Academy and Red Bull Juniors? Yeah, something like that anyway. You don't really have much pickings there. The only one that I could think of, now that they've axed Nico Kari from their little programme, is Dan Ticktum. and Dan Ticktum doesn't have a super license, so yeah, that's out of the question. It's pretty much out of the question. So you'd have to look further afield, and it's pretty much like when they got rid of Carlos, and we were all speculating on who they were going to bring in before they got Brendan. So I think that my money is probably going to go towards the likes of Buemi or even Da Costa as being the reserve drivers. I haven't really had much of a think about this, but I think it's a bit weird that neither of them have a confirmed driver. I think it's actually stressing me out a little bit how few of them have a reserve driver. Like, I made a list and we have now, as of yesterday, 3 confirmed reserve drivers / test drivers. 3! You're bugging me. Like, pull your finger out, guys. This is stressing me out. Yeah, Toro Rosso and Red Bull neither have a confirmed driver. Confirmed reserve driver. Yeah, money's gonna go on Buemi. I don't know, probably for Red Bull as a confirmed, as a reserve driver. I'm gonna put my money on Buemi. Toro Rosso, I have no idea. Like, absolutely none. But yeah, moving on. Force India, Sergio Perez, Esteban Ocon, and they have confirmed Nicholas Latifi as their reserve driver. So props to them for actually getting things sorted and not stressing me out. So thank you, Force India, for not giving me a coronary. Williams, however. Yeah, right, yeah. Yeah, I know you said you're going to do your announcement in January. We are mid-January, guys. Pull your damn finger out. Who is your other driver? We have Lance Stroll. And that's it. No one else. We have Lance Stroll. Give us a name. Or, just put us out of our misery. Announce Sirotkin. We all know it's going to happen. We're kind of hoping it's not going to happen, but we all know it's going to happen. Announce Sirotkin. And I don't even know who could be the reserve driver for Williams. I think it's probably going to be Paul Di Resta, isn't it? It's going to be Di Resta again. Oh, hang on. Oh, Giotto. Giotto did do some testing. Di Resta or Giotto? Luca Giotto. I would love to see Luca Giotto as the reserve driver. I know they have Alex Lynn, but Alex Lynn's at DS Virgin now, so I kind of think that Lynn's a bit out of the mix these days when it comes to Formula 1. But yeah, my money's going to go on Di Resta and Sirotkin as their other driver, because they apparently haven't pulled their finger out and actually given us an announcement, and Christ knows when that's going to happen. I am kind of hoping it's going to happen this weekend with it being an Autosport show. But yeah, we're just kind of sitting, playing the waiting game. Next up, McLaren, Fernando Alonso, Stoffel Van Dorn and Lando Norris. Thank you to McLaren for having a reserve driver sorted in 2017. Thank you. You're so very kind. Skip over Toro Rosso, we've done that. Haas. Screw you for dropping my boy as your test driver. Screw you. Offended greatly. But anyway, yeah, they're also unconfirmed with having a reserve and test driver. So my money with Haas is going to go with Santino Ferrucci, because he's the obvious choice. He is the one that spends the most time with Haas. There isn't Antonio, but after last year and the comments made by Gunther Steiner, it doesn't look like Antonio is going to be the reserve driver next year or this year. So yeah, my money is going to go on Ferrucci. Decent driver. Not spectacular, but decent. I don't think I've seen him get a podium yet. But anyway, c'est la vie. Renault. Renault's a bit of a weird one for me, because they've got obviously Nico Hülkenberg and Carlos Sainz Jr., but I don't really know many of the Renault lads that will have a super license or will actually have the ability to be there. reserve driver, unless they've still, because I can't remember, have they still got Oliver Rowland as part of the Renault Academy? Because I haven't really seen him in many Renault things recently. But yeah, he would be my bet as being reserve driver. Oliver Rowland. We'll go with Oliver Rowland. But yeah, bit of a funny one for me. I like Oliver Rowland. Oliver Rowland from Sheffield. If you've ever watched any coverage from F2, GP2, there is no way you can say Oliver Rowland without following up with from Sheffield, because that is all they do. Like, as if Sheffield is some magical place that has just received electricity or fire. And oh my god, they have produced someone that's getting podiums in GP2 or F2. Oh my god, so we have to point out he's from Sheffield. Just because it's slightly northern does not mean it's some massive thing that you need to mention where he's from every single time. But then again, they do constantly mention the fact that Hamilton's from Stevenage, so yeah, whatever. And lastly is Sauber. Charles Leclerc obviously confirmed. Marcus Ericsson confirmed with yeah, bit of backlash. Another one without a confirmed reserve driver, but they have said that Antonio's going to have some outings with them, so I'm pretty much going to go with Anto will be the reserve driver for next year. This year, 2018. Why? I cannot get that through my head. But I shall leave it at that. Tell me who you think should get the Williams seat. I know I've said this in previous videos before, but we're mid-January and they still haven't announced anyone, so give me your thoughts. Who do you think should get the reserve driver seats for the remaining teams that are stressing me the hell out by not actually announcing anyone? I am not at Autosport, obviously, because you might be able to see my bedroom behind us. Yeah, I'm not at Autosport this weekend. I did kind of want to go, but I couldn't bother to get accreditation, and it is my 24th birthday on Saturday. So I got the offer of half-price cocktails, and unfortunately half-price cocktails actually outweighed the thought of going to Birmingham and spending a lot of time in a very, very crowded room. So instead I'm spending time in a very, very crowded room, but with half-price cocktails. Anyway, and well, not some of my family. That'd be weird if I went clubbing with my family, wouldn't it? So weird. I'm not even that odd. But anyway, getting completely off topic. Sorry for being away for so long. I do have a valid excuse. My Mac broke, and I did shoot a video and I couldn't put it up before New Year because my Mac broke and was broken, stuck on the loading screen for a week. I did try to get it fixed. It was no go. I've had to get it sent off, had to buy a new one. The software on my laptop, it doesn't, it's crap. I'll put it that way, it's crap. So I just saved off doing another video. But anyway, I should try and put some more up. So for now, I am going to sign off. Remember to subscribe, give me a thumbs up on any videos you're enjoying, and to follow me on my social medias. But for now, ciao!